I'm going to start working on the turbo manifold for my daily driver Chevy Cruze Turdbo project coming up. I've got the exhaust manifold all removed. Let's go ahead and mock up the placement of the turbo. One of the reasons why I really didn't want to remove it is because when I had to replace the clutch in the car, one of the bolts broke off of the manifold in which the catalytic converter is attached to it. So I had to have an exhaust shop weld up the exhaust piping to the catalytic converter. So in other words, I had to saw the thing off, and it was a real pain in the butt. You can see what I'm talking about. This is where it was welded up. One of the studs broke off. So as you can see, I got quite the mess going on down here. When I removed the dipstick, I might have had just a little too much oil in there. I don't know, but some oil came out. Not that big of a deal. So it's all removed. Let's go ahead and grab the manifold and see how it looks. Well, it looks like this thing shrunk up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to widen some of these holes here. Either that or I'm just gonna take these two end studs out. Definitely gonna have to grind that down a little more so I can put these on properly. Well, let's see where this turbo is gonna go. This would probably be a lot easier with an extra set of hands. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to cut this down some. Probably doing that at an angle. I might scoot this over a little bit. However, this whole thing needs to go that way towards the engine. The exhaust will clear the dipstick nicely. I'll just have to route that carefully, as with anything. My only concern though is being able to service the engine and change the filter out, because as you can see, this is kind of pointing right at it, so looks like I'm gonna have to clock the turbo just a little more towards where it's out of the way. I did put the air breather on just to kind of check that out for the moment. It will fit there. My only concern with this and the filter pointing down is just being able to service the car with the oil filter being right there, but we'll see once I get everything all mounted up and I'm at that point. But I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm just going to go ahead and make some marks and continue working on this manifold. Now what I'm going to have to do is pinch this in and pinch this as well, so that way it'll fit that flange. There we go. Got my cuts cleaned up with the old flap wheel over here, a little bit of the grinding stones. Got this smashed as much as I can. Man, this is just pretty thick stuff, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to smash it be able to bend it as much as I would like. But I think we're at a pretty good spot. I don't know, I don't have a hydraulic press or anything like that, so I'm just going to make do with what I got. I'm going to try and collapse this just a little more, but first I'm going to tack weld this into place. I'm going to close this gap up here, and then I'm going to use the hammer to try and close that up. Hopefully that'll work. If not, then I mean, it looks worse on the inside than the outside because I can build up my welds with a couple passes. So we'll see how this goes. Woo, it is hot. We are looking pretty good on the manifold. I have this end all cut down. And the flange is looking pretty level. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this, toss it in the car, bolt the turbo up, and see how it looks. Everything is looking absolutely great. The placement is awesome. Got just enough room in between the valve cover. It is a tight fit between the air breather and the ECU. I take it that's what those lines are. The only thing is I'll probably have to bend these AC lines a little bit out the way so that way they're away from this. It's looking pretty awesome. Well, this is about as far as I'm gonna get for now. I just ran out of welding sticks, so I need to go buy some more. I think I've gone through 4 or 5 packets just doing this with welding and grinding out welds and re-welding until they look proper and sound. I got a huge mess to clean up still. There's oil on the ground from when I pulled the dipstick. I don't know if I had too much oil in there or what, but some poured out. I imagine I probably did. However, I got to clean all this crap up because we have to work tomorrow and we got to get back after it. Everything's back together on the car. I do need to weld up the exhaust so it sounds like it's got a performance exhaust on it. I'm going to fix that tomorrow because I don't want that. So I definitely need to take care of that. Yeah. That's going to be about it for this vlog. In a couple, 2 or 3 days, I'll get back to work on the exhaust manifold. I got to get some more rods to weld this thing up, and I'm going to push on, and hopefully within the next few weeks the turbo will be on it. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so that way you can follow along, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So peace out. Peace out.